스승과 제자 사이에서 그녀의 통찰 있는 강연을 전하게 되어 영광입니다. 칭하의 무상사께서 여행하신 우주의 높은 세계들 6부 중 4부 2013년 6월 16일 미국 캘리포니아 LA에서 영어로 진행된 칭하의 무상사와 수프림 마스터 TV 직원과의 전화회의입니다.
Master, since you can only meditate physically in one area at a time, is there anyone who could also help meditate for you?
Yeah, I wish, I was thinking about that. I was kind of greedy. I'm sitting at the peace area, and I want some people to sit in the disaster minimizing area, and I want another person to sit on the nutritional reorientation, so to direct people to be vegan, all that. But it's not possible.
Oh, not possible.
Yeah, that person has to be the same level as I am in order to absorb and not to be destroyed by this power. For example, the electrician, okay, in your house, yeah? He has been equipped with the knowledge of how dangerous electric shock can be, for example. So he's equipped himself. He knows how to avoid it. But if some lay people want to come in and help and just fumbling around, maybe he gets electric shock and dies.
Oh, I see, Master.
I try so many ways, believe me or not. I put my dog there and then come and hug my dog. Afterwards, yeah, and then I put some clothes, my clothes that I already wear. I put it in different places, you know, the important places, like 2 or 3, several places, and then wear them later on when I don't have enough time to sit in several places in a short time. I wear them. It does have some effect, like 10%, but it don't last long.
Oh.
It's soaked into it a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But I try many ways. I put my food there, yeah? Sandwiches.
Master, you're so creative.
What to do? I wish I have another person to help me, you know.
Oh,
I
yes,
was thinking,
Master.
suppose if I'm married and I have a husband, will he be able to also help me, you know? But I don't think so. It's not possible. It's just my things, just my stuff. That labor, it's like that. I really was thinking about that. Yeah.
Wow, you tried so many ways.
I put my shoes, my hat, yeah, my telephone, whatever I can, spread it all around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And eat there, you know, sleep there.
Does it work if you sleep there or eat there?
Yeah, it does. It's just less percentage. And sometimes there are 3 different connections in one whole line, you know, straight line.
Oh.
Then I don't sit in meditation. I just lay there. Yeah. If you see me, you think, oh, what a lazy master. I thought she's sitting in meditation. She's just sleeping all day. And she's crazy. She sleeps on the bare ground like that. Why? There's a good bed and sofa. She's just laying there. Yeah. You would think I'm crazy. You don't know. Maybe you don't, but other people might. That's why I have to do it quietly, yeah?
Wow.
Secretly. And, for example, also, in some houses, they provide big bed for me, you know, like a queen-size bed. Normally, I don't need that, but it's already there. But some bed is in a position of a different spiritual connection, so I take that.
Oh.
So if the Buddha is still alive, he would think, I don't keep the precepts. Because one of the precepts of the monks, of the disciple before, is that when they're assembled together, they don't sleep on the high or big bed.
Yes,
But I do sleep on them, I do sit on them, I use them if there is. But I do also sit on the ground or in the cave or in the hole of the mountain or hang on the tree, on the hammock, whatever, wherever, yeah.
Wow, wherever.
Wherever. So if people think that I shouldn't sleep on the bed, I'm sorry, I say I do. It depends, you know. Oh, it's so nice to lay down when you have 4 connections at the same time.
Wow. That's
You can double, triple, quarter your income, your spiritual income, and absorb all this power at the same time.
wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes it's too powerful, so I had to get out of it and, do two at a time or three or one at a time. It depends, yeah? Okay. So right now, good bed, bad bed, floor, hanging, hammock, or hose, or cave, or big bed, small bed, whatever. Whatever. As long as I can connect. Because the connection is not always like fixed on the ground for you to sit there, yeah?
Yes, Master.
It's sometimes on the roof,
Oh.
sometimes in the middle of the house, sometimes hanging between the ceiling and the bed. Then you have to stand on the bed.
Oh, I see.
You ask me if you can do it. Yeah, you can try.
Sounds challenging.
You can stand on the bed, but you have nothing to hold on.
Oh.
Stand there for hours.
Oh my goodness, Master.
Yeah. And sometimes I stay on the hammock and it's so cold because it's the cold. Even if I put something, it's cold. It's not like on the bed.
Oh, how come, Master?
Cold. And the hammock is cold. Hammock is for summer, but in winter it's cold. But I still
yes,
use it. If it needs to be, because it's in that position, in that height, you see? It's not on the bed. It's higher, so I hang the hammock if I can. Sometimes you cannot, then you just stand. Or kneel.
But Master, since you can move SBLs, aren't you able to move these connections too after a while?
No,
Oh, how come, Master?
it's just like that. Okay, in the airplane. You travel on airplane before, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Okay, you see this oxygen mask? It drops down in front of you when necessary.
Yes.
And it's connected with the big, powerful oxygen tank, like that. You don't move anywhere.
Oh, I see.
The connection is about 70 centimeters high, yeah? Physically speaking. And about 10 centimeter diameter. It's round. It's almost like a water pipe.
Oh, that's very narrow, Master.
Yeah, that's a connection. Just like your oxygen mask. It's just small like that, just for your mouth only, yeah? And there's a little string hanging on the ceiling of the airplane that's connected to a big tank of oxygen, okay?
Yes.
Similar like that. So you can't move to another area. Yeah, that's why I told you you can't sit 1 inch apart from it.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, you sit still right there until you absorb all the power, and then it will be refilled again after it's used. It's all controlled, automatic. And it's not always on the ground or where convenient for you. No. It's where it already has been. Yeah? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Whether it's on top of the tree or in the middle of the lake, you go sit there.
Oh, in the middle of the lake, Master?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That must be hard to follow them.
Yeah, I know. That you don't have to sit there forever, thank God. At the moment, it's not all that difficult. At the moment, I have gone through all that. But that is also a test, or this is also a test. And not because I haven't tested you, it's just the karmic law and the karma and all that, the karma of the world demand that whoever is meditator must be really dedicated and really have a love for all beings to do this, no matter what. No matter how inconvenient, no matter how uncomfortable. Otherwise, they are not revealed. These levels will not be revealed. That's why one after another. I'm still being tested.
Oh, Master.
Yeah, I'm still being tested. Knowingly or unknowingly. Sometime in the middle of the night, I just have to get up and go somewhere.
Wow.
Or don't sleep all night and just have to run. But it doesn't matter. These are not a hard price to pay. I'm willing anyway.
Thank you, Master.
So if you are attached to comfort, attached to good bed, good house, or comfort zone, most people are attached to their comfort zone. So that's just one thing why they cannot do it anyway. they're not used to hardship. They are not used to it no matter where, no matter what. You really have to love it so much that even if you die doing it, you do it. Otherwise, you will not be revealed, all that, even if you place it there. Because the law of fairness of the universe demands that way. Because the heavy bad karma of the world demands price to pay. Not like heaven is harsh or anything. It is the fairness of the universal law.
Thank you for selflessly suffering all this for others, Master.
Suffer? Yeah, but a little bit. I'm so happy to have found it again. Any price will do.
Thank you for enduring all this, Master.
No, it's good, it's good. That's why I told you, even if my ex-husband come back, I won't have time for him. He won't put up with all this. I don't think any shoulders will be putting up with all this either. Okay?
Oh, Master.
Yeah. I will not explain, okay, let's go here because of that, because of this. I just say, okay, we go now. Sometimes because of danger as well, you know? Yeah. But I don't always explain. Sometimes because of spiritual practice. But I don't always explain. Because I don't need to prove anything. If that person or whoever believes that I'm right and good, then just follow what I do. If not, then no use, no need. But as I told you, people are so mostly conventional and also attached to comfort zone and their own judgment of things.
Yes.
So it's not that's what hinder people
Yes, Master, that's true.
to become a higher level of practitioner. The ego, yeah. Ego is the one attached to everything that they like, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, ego is also very scary. Ego is our worst enemy, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Right.
Master, how come in this period the karmic law does not allow a master to be killed?
It's probably the master suffer himself enough already. I don't know about others. I myself suffer enough. I think I punished myself enough. No need to die. Die is not the worst situation even. You see what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, Master.
There are different kind of death, different kind of suffering. Mental suffering, emotional suffering, psychological suffering. Yeah. Even spiritual suffering. Death is not the worst thing that could happen to anyone or to a master.
Master, what is spiritual suffering like?
Spiritual suffering, yeah? Okay. I tell you what. For example, you are always loving and kind to people, yeah? Especially to your disciples or to your dogs. And then suddenly one day you feel that love is just taken away from you.
Whoa.
Even just for a few hours or a few days, it's just like you like a shell, empty shell. Or you could not even meditate. Or you meditate, but you feel all the agonies and suffering of the people in the world.
Whoa.
And you feel helpless. Or you keep going, trying to go up to the higher level, but you're being blocked. You know, frustration, exhaustion, suffering.
Wow.
That's spiritual suffering, okay?
Oh, yes, Master.
Sometime, if I just talk to somebody, special somebody, which is, I know already, not too good, harmful and all that, but I spoke to because I had to, for work, for some reason, necessity. And then I'd be empty for hours on end like that, or days.
Wow.
Depends on how long I talk to that person.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Master.
The general bad karma of the world is very heavy, but if you have direct contact with somebody, that affects you immediately. I feel it's so incredible to even answer you this, because I don't know how to explain it. So I think, how can I explain it? How could you even believe it?
It sounds very difficult, Master.
Yeah. You don't have to believe it. It's nothing good anyway.
Thank you for explaining, Master.
You're welcome, love.
Hi, Master.
Yes?
Master, how come sometimes we cannot get on well with certain people? For example, how come we can work well with one person but not with another?
Okay. This is because of several reasons. First one may be the past karma, hard, bad karma with that person. Second, that person maybe carries too much negative power and hence also unlucky attributes with him or herself. So if you are with that person, your luck will be taken away to some extent. I also work with many like that. Then if you are with that person, you will suddenly become very unlucky, one string of bad luck after another. And then you feel agitated all the time and you feel angry sometimes with no reason or for small reason in the presence of that person.
Wow.
And whatever you tell him or her, she seems difficult to understand you. Or she understands but don't want to understand. And know it but don't want to do it or don't want to cooperate. And just make things difficult. Because these people are more negative than positive. There are two kind of people in this world. One belongs to the positive side and one belongs to the negative side. The negative side people, sometimes they might be lucky in the world, but they will take luck from you also, whoever nearby. And their negative energy will cause you to be irritated, sometimes even sick, ill, gravely ill or mildly ill. It depends on how much negative power he or she carries and how much bad luck he or she will cause. That's why sometimes people do business with one person and become bankrupt and do business with another person and become prosperous. In the ancient time, people choose wife and husband very carefully because of that.
Yes.
They go to the extreme, famous or good astrologer to match them to see if they are good for each other, everything like that. But it's difficult to find out until you live with each other or work with each other. Difficult, sometimes take a long, long time to realize that. Because you can't just think negative of anybody you know or seen. You just feel that, today I don't feel good. That's why I'm angry, I'm sorry. And then you keep apologizing to even to that person all the time because you're angry with him or her.
Yes.
But it's not always your fault. The person looks like you're a victim, but in the real sense, you are the victim. You're victimized by their negative energy. But then they look like you are the aggressor, and you have to apologize all the time. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know all these things. It's not very good experience for me either.
Yes. Master, how much does the karma of someone near us affect us?
It depends on how strong you are. Huh? But if it's near, then it affects anyway. More or less, it will affect you, okay? And it depends on your willingness also. For example, the master is willing to take on the karma of other people, then it just come in. And if you are a nice and good person and you sympathize with other people, then whoever nearby will affect you. And even you're not sympathized, it affects you also differently, yeah? More or less.
Yes, Master.
Whoever near us affects us. Even birds, dogs, cats, neighbors, friends, acquaintances, relatives, family members, they are affecting each other.
Yes, Master. Master, how much are we affected when we think about someone, whether they are near or far, or if they have passed away?
Just as if that person is next to you. Because karma doesn't have distance. Karma doesn't know distance. Yeah, that's why when you initiated your 5 generations, become also liberated.
Yes, we're forever grateful for that.
At least 5 generations, it could be more, 9, even 10. Karma doesn't know distance.